Okay, well I found a nifty little trick. This little hand pump thing I bought, I don't remember what it's for, and if you can tell me, that'd be great. I believe it's for the brake system. I bought it like at a yard sale or something, like $2 anyway. I don't know if all the parts, I got them all, but if you stick it on the little hose that goes to the carburetor, pump, and, oh wait, come on. You gotta really get it up onto the hose. Alright, there we go. You look inside there, pulls the gas through that hose, which makes sure you got inside that little tank. You got a little. If you ever had a fish aquarium, that's a cheap fish aquarium, has a little end on the air supply to the fish. That's what it looks like. Anyway, you pump that and it pulls the gas out. Anyway, it gets all the old gas out of the hose going to the carburetor, and it's a good thing. And this little hose goes right back on this little nipple. Nipple, I said it. Anyway, goes right back onto that. See if I can do it with one hand. Some tight spots. Alright, got it on there. Alright, let me see if this bad boy will crank. Let's set it up here so you can see. Let me tilt this thing up a little bit. I don't want to get gas all over the side the road treasure. That's what I like. Now I can clean the carburetor. The gas supply that came in here is actually what fed the carburetor, so now we know that the tank is good, which is a plastic tank. And like I said, a little diaphragm. I might have to go get the diaphragm for it, but until then we know it runs, so we know that got spark, and I know I can get a blister. But alright, good deal. Okay, I got it to fire. Video I was showing, you can't see nothing but this part of the weed eater, of the chainsaw. But I pulled the spark plug off the top of just the boot, and I put this little handy dandy tool that I bought from Advanced Auto Parts, and this snaps into the boot, and this hooks on the spark plug, and then you pull it over in the fire. You can see the fire in between this little section here. But never put your hand on top of this part right here, because I did, and it shocked the mess out of me. So it's firing. Anyway, put this back up there in the pegboard. Alright. Poured a little gas in the carburetor. Just a little choke. Put a little gas in the carburetor and it fired up for just a second, so it needs to have, the carburetor needs to be cleaned. But it's got a little problem with the recoil. Every once in a while it catches and it don't catch, so I don't know if it's just dirty or whatever. The filter that come out of here, hang on, I'll see if I can find it for you. Oh, that filter come out of there, it looks like brownie. Don't eat it. It's not good for you. It will make you very, very sick. Ah, Grasshopper. You make a very, very funny chainsaw mechanic. Anyway. This is the little hose that goes to your gas tank. Connects here. A lot of times what happens with these little type carburetors here, if they have a push valve on them, I think it goes on this side. Push valve on them. It's usually up in here somewhere. Look at my finger, I lost it. Ow! Anyway, push valve, it goes bad, it's cracked, it's busted. All you do is go buy a $1, $2 push, little nipply looking thing. Anyway, but sometimes, in most cases with weeders and other things, these little hoses here dry rot and they crack, and you don't get the gas in the carburetor, so it won't crank. Alright, and then we'll tear this carburetor down and I'll look into it. It has a internal fuel, not a pump, it's like a little diaphragm. It back and forth. You pull this off, you gotta be real careful with it because it's all smushed together, you know, and you gotta pull it off and be careful not to rip it and tear it. But we'll get into that in just a minute, see if I can clean it out. But let me get this camera up on my hand better, because I mean I'm pointing at my waist when I'm talking. Okay, anyway, so we got fire. It cranked for a second. We poured the old gas out of it. All the gas had evaporated. Nothing but oil came out. So these things, if anybody out there can tell me or design some type of pull handle that doesn't leave blisters, oh my gosh, every one of them, even on a weed eater, are horrible. The little clutch looks good. All this looks good. It's not real wore out. Probably what happened was it probably sit back of a truck or something, and the chain got rusted, and they tried to crank it and it wouldn't crank, so they throw it away because they're just a little disposable. But sometimes, you know, but people like me, you know, we'll pick them up, get them running, and use them. And anyway, because there is nothing to them except the plastic case and this little motor here. And anyway, put the nuts back on where they're supposed to be. So I'll tear into this carburetor here in a few minutes and see if we can clean it out, get this thing running. All right, well, that's enough for right now. And the handle, I'll see if I go by the little lawnmower place, see if they got another handle. Sometimes they have handles because they rob parts off these little bitty cheapies. Poland, or how somebody else pronounce it. If somebody has a better way, it's made in the USA. Okay, what part's made in USA? The whole thing? Well, if that's the case, then I apologize for making comments about made in somewhere in the country. But anyway, so it must be a little oil reservoir or something. I don't know. Let me clean it up. Get back with you in a minute. Well, a little trick I've really come up with over the years. What I do is when I take something off, and I don't know how long I'm gonna be down, I put the nut back where it goes and the screw back where it goes, and then this thing I just find a little nut and put on that bolt there just in case. So just in case this thing is in more bad shape than another one of them factory parts. Woohoo! Another one. Woo. Anyway, so it looks like the carburetor's underneath here, so I'm going to take out these two screws, and there's a choke here. And it looks like the throttle goes into there, and yeah, throttle goes into there. So I'll take out these two screws and we'll see where it leads us. Let's see if I can figure out how to videotape right here. Alright. Okay, anyway. So hopefully you can hear me and see me. So I'm going to take out these two screws. Give up on the cordless drill because... Oh, wait. On the cordless drills, because it I got all the attachments and stuff in this little tool bag I have right here. Alright, voila, one little carburetor. Screws out of here. Back in their place. In case. Ah, that rhymes. Put them back into place just in case. Alright. There we go. Put it back there. A little turn on. It's working good. It didn't have a primer bulb. The hose looks like it's dry rotted, but it goes to the gas tank. It's still connected. Putting gas in it. Ooh, I think it still has gas in it. Alright. Now this is for the filter. Yummy! Mmm. Yum 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 yum. Ah, no, it's not a brownie. Look at that trash can. Hey, trash can goes. Alright, let's see what. Start. Okay. Let me go pour the gas out of it and I'll be right back. The zip ties off, or wire, I call them wire ties, but they are zip ties. Cut them off. There's a hole here that you put an extension on. And there's a bolt here which you undo, and this handle just falls right off. It's a 3/8 size head on this bolt, so keep all this stuff together. And I have to figure out how to put this camera up so I can video while I'm doing it. I'm not good at one-handed mechanic work. I don't know if I'm not coordinated enough or whatever. Anyway, so I got the handle off. Now I'm going to see if I can find the carburetor on this thing. So hang on. Believe it or not, this little Duma Fletchy up here, or whatever you call it, I don't know, a chain guide, I don't know. Anyway, it wasn't stuck too bad, so you just pull this thing off here. There's no bolts or nuts or anything that holds it on. It's got a little guide, I suppose, or a little something to roll. Maybe I can reuse it. That look wore out, looks brand new. Yep, looks brand new. No. Yep. So maybe we can reuse it. Maybe it's just a chain. The chain's in pretty bad shape. It's missing a couple of teeth. I guess that's where it was sitting in the water. It just doesn't flex very well, but I think I got another chain off one of my chainsaws, an old one that wore out, that I swore I was going to learn how to resharpen, but I never did. So we'll throw that over there. Alright. This contraption here, zip ties, which is really a death trap, because that's what you hold on to, and if you're really getting on it and that thing, wire ties break or zip ties break, you're in a world of hurt. See if I can find some pliers. Cut them. Looking. Ah, look at these. These will work. I think they're about dry rotted, so these aren't cutter pliers, but these are old cheap pliers that you buy with them electrical kits. Did I get it? No, I tightened it up. Wow. I got it. Oh, I got another one on it. You very smart person. You put two on. You crazy like fox. Alright, I don't have to have two hands to get this rig off of here. Alright, back in a second.